But what has to be stopped, the most important thing that cannot get its roots any deeper, if you're an investor, a 401k, and let's say you have your 401k through, I don't know, JP Morgan or whatever, I want you to go to your website and look for ESG scores. And I think it's Charles Schwab that has the ESG score for your account. And when I've talked about this, I think it was Bank of America or Citi, one of the banks called and said, no, that's not what ESGs are about. We're never going to use them for people. And I said, then why is your subsidiary using it on my account? Why do I have an ESG score? And they said, well, that's because we're doing that because a lot of people really care about social justice and environment and governance of the boards. And so we're just helping them know who they're investing in. And I said, you're so full of crap, you can't see through the brown in your eyes, for the love of Pete. Now they are clear on this. ESG has to be stopped right now because that is the control of your business, of your money, of absolutely everything in your life. It is your social credit score, and it is starting at the bank level for businesses. All of the big businesses, they're all in on ESG. Warning, that is the fascistic system that will trickle down to you.
And Glenn, call me crazy, but do you think they might be able to link something like an ESG score to perhaps a vaccine passport? Is that something a crazy person might say?
That's why the vaccine passport is so important. I was talking to one of those truckers that was in Canada, and he had to deliver something to the United States. He has to have the app on his phone that he shows, and you just scan the QR. He got to the border for the Canadian crossing. He went to the United States and then turned around after he dropped his load, and he was coming back into Canada. He had his phone on the QR code, and he was ready to put it out the window and to show it to the guy. He rolls the window down. He starts moving towards him. The guy goes, no, I got that. You're okay. Go ahead. And he said, wait a minute. Aren't you supposed to scan this? And he said, no. And I don't remember the distance, but it was like, when you're within a quarter of a mile, all of that is transmitted to us. We know exactly who you are.
Oh.
Holy cow. And by the way, if you think this is nuts, it has gotten so bad in China that you cannot leave your house without your phone. If you do, the facial recognition finds you. They send the police out to you to say, go back to your house and get your phone. It is such a part of life now. You've heard the Amber Alert, the That's what happens when you start to approach someone who has a low credit score. If you have a low social credit score, everybody's phone around that person warns them, don't get any closer or it'll affect your score. This stuff with Joe Rogan is not about COVID. Mm-hmm. It's not. It's about silencing any kind of dissent. And if they win with Rogan, we're gone. We're gone.